What's up, guys? Welcome back to the doctor's office. I am Dr. Kaori Knight, here to give you proper diagnosis and prognosis and everything comics and comic book characters. Okay, so I think this one is going to be rather interesting because I know not a lot of people know that this character is a Marvel character, so I'm actually pretty excited. So we are still in Asian American Pacific Islander / Asian American Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander Month, AAPI, AANHPI, and today we have a character coming to you. So comic book characters you may or may not know about. This is Leiko Tanaka, aka GoGo Tomago from Big Hero 6. Alright, so Leiko is part of the Japanese superhero team Big Hero 6, and she is the hothead of the group. She's very strong-willed, aggressive, and has very little patience. Quite honestly, she sounds like me. She is known as the hothead of the team because she acts on her aggressive tendencies and impulses rather than sticking to the plan or helping come up with a plan. So she just, oh shit, I'm about to beat that person up, and just goes, right? So that's why they have her as the hothead of the team. Now, she was put on the Big Hero 6 team so that she could avoid jail time. However, no one really knows what her crimes were. So that is still a mystery. However, she does still have links to the criminal underworld unbeknownst to her team. So, you know, whenever she's able to get some shady information, she's able to get some shady information. Now, one of the other reasons, outside of the fact that she didn't want to go to jail, one of the other reasons that she joined the Big Hero 6 team is to stop Everwraith, who was going to basically kill like millions of people in downtown Tokyo. And of course, she wanted to prevent that from happening. And mind you, Everwraith is like an astral projection that has been basically fortified, and it comes from all of the ghosts that died during like Hiroshima and something else. But in that fight that they are having with Everwraith, they are joined by Sunfire, who is Japan's premier superhero. Now, Sunfire was instrumental, honestly, in defeating Everwraith, and they were super grateful for that. The Big Hero 6 team decided to then move their headquarters from the Giri building to the Tokyo Cool Amusement Park. Wow, that was not even remote. Japan's Cool World Amusement Park. They were moving there, and they actually ended up being attacked there by a monster known as X the Unknowable. Now, X the Unknowable was a monster that was born out of a child's drawing, and it was able to like change its atomic structure to any shape or form, and they were doing okay, but not the best. So they were actually assisted by Alpha Flight. Surprisingly enough, right? Right, okay. And after Alpha Flight arrived to assist them, they were able to destroy the monster in the fires of Mount Fuji. No, I'm not even gonna lie. I had to stop and laugh because I almost said the fires of Mount Doom. Oh my god, I went just so Lord of the Rings. I was, such a nerd. Goodness. Anyway, after the defeat of X the Unknowable with the help of Alpha Flight, and Alpha Flight left, they were protecting Japan, you know, as the superhero team, and they actually ended up protecting Japan from this like super freak blizzard that was caused by the Crimson Cowl and her Masters of Evil. Now, later on, the Big Hero 6 team was mind controlled by a device that had been implanted in Baymax, and they ended up traveling to Canada and fighting Alpha Flight in a national park. I can assure you Alpha Flight was incredibly confused They were like, what the fuck are y'all doing here? However, they did have a brief fight, and that transmitter device or mind control device inside of Baymax was short-circuited, and they were able to come out of their mind control, apologize, and the two teams parted as friends, and they went back to Japan. Now, when they got to Japan, they definitely spent some time trying to figure out who the fuck was behind the mind control, but I don't think that they ever actually figured it out. But later on, they did help Alpha Flight to protect the time stream. Now, they were around for Civil War. They didn't participate in Civil War, but post-Civil War, instead of joining the Japan Defense Agency, the Japanese government presented a completely different idea. It would be a new Big Hero 6 team that included Red Ronin and Atomo. Now, Leiko did join the team with Wasabi no Ginger and Fred, and together they faced like different villains and defeated them, one of them being Whiplash. The other three were Brute, Gunsmith, and Bagal. And at this point, the team was working really, really well and had really good chemistry. So, everybody was fine. Now, during Ends of the Earth, where Spider-Man had rallied all of these superheroes, including Big Hero 6, to stop Dr. Octopus's construction of these like crazy-ass satellites, they were able to find one of the satellites. And who is guarding that satellite? None other than Everwraith. The one that they had the absolute most fucking problems with. And actually needed help. So after a really, really, really tough battle between them and Everwraith, they were able to defeat him and destroy that satellite. Now, she does not have any powers of her own. She's a stunt writer, but she has a voice-activated battle suit that absorbs and amplifies kinetic energy. So, like, when I see that, I think of, like, Black Panther's suit. That's what I'm thinking of when they say that. But with all of that, it's activated by saying GoGo Tomago. And now with that, it is able to transubstantiate the person wearing the suit using like thermochemical energy. And it gives them like enhanced durability, superhuman durability, energy projection and absorption, as well as flight. I enjoy this character a lot. Her character seems really, really fun, like the comic book version of her. I did like her in the Big Hero 6 movie, but I feel like they kind of watered her down just a little bit, especially like given like the actual description of her. So I would love to see kind of just like an actual accurate version of her. Also, if they ever decided to do a live action Big Hero 6, that would be fucking amazing. And whichever actress they get for her, I just do what you do when you poppin'. I would love to see more of the Big Hero 6 team come out as well, because we have like the Doom division where they've brought in Arrow and Wave, and they were looking for Sunfire, like, so and they're bringing out like the Doom division is basically the Agents of Atlas. They're just changing it to the Doom division for the One World Under Doom stuff. I would absolutely love, because they're bringing Sunfire out, to use more, and they brought in Arrow and Wave, and they're using like White Fox and Luna Snow, all of them. I would absolutely love for them to also include Big Hero 6 in these new stories that they are doing, because I think that would be so fun, especially when people who are actual fans of the cartoon or the show that I think that they did, and then the movie, I think seeing the comic book would be like just as fun. Honestly, bring it all back. But that is it for this episode of The Doctor's Office. If you haven't gotten the book, get the book. If you have not heard Ghastly Gospels, listen to Ghastly Gospels. If you have not listened to the Doctor's Office podcast, listen to the Doctor's Office podcast, because more characters are going to be on there too. And I will see you guys at your next checkout.